All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the Sport Port. So we're gonna start off with the bad. We're just gonna get straight into it as we always do. Uh, we had the Sunday games that we went over on Friday and Saturday, and we did these on Saturday, the player props, and they didn't go great. So obviously here I put loss win right next to it. Cousins did not hit his in the Vikings game. Jefferson did hit his. Madison did not hit his. So that sucked. Not the best one, but at least one of them hit, right? So now we're 1 for 3. Then we got Patriots Browns. Stevenson hit, Myers hit, and the Patriots defense hit. Very happy with that one. That was one of the ones I was more confident in anyway. So very, very happy with that. I've been way too high on Cousins this year. Completely, Kirk Cousins. I've been way too high on him. I need to stop doing it. So that you really won't see more Kirk Cousins here, more than likely. But, unless it's on the lesser side. But Patriots Browns went perfect, 3 for 3. So now we're 4 for 6. I'm okay with that. If I am, 500 or above, I'm cool with that because that means that you could have, you know, you had a decent chance to take those picks. Because as I've said multiple times, don't take like all of them, right? Just grab one or two that you like, maybe three, combine them together, do the same game ones. So if you pick this Patriots one to go with, you're feeling great. So yeah, right now we're 4 for 6. So we come over to the next one. Boom, that bad. 4 for 6. Now we're 4 for 9. So not great there. 4 for 9 is not what we like to see. Pickett did not hit his. Pickens did not hit his. White did not hit his. This was kind of, injury, but it didn't look like he was going to reach there anyway, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Pickens could have hit his, I feel like, if Pickett stayed in, but because Trubisky just doesn't give him the targets like Pickett does. But, once again, I'm not going to blame, they didn't hit it, right? Rashad White, he did not hit his, not even close, I don't believe. He had a couple carries, couple catches, but, nothing crazy. And just didn't even hit the 32.5 combined yards. So that's bad, 4 for 9. But then we get two more. So we're at 12. So we went 6 for 6 this weekend on our picks for the player props. Could have been better. So not super excited about that. But yeah, so not the greatest there. Could have been better. Hopefully we'll be better next week. Hopefully tonight we'll get better picks. But yeah, 6 for 6, 50-50, right down the middle. Like, hopefully, if anybody went off this, you got lucky and you picked the side that won. So, yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. But then we hop into this. This was good. Vikings versus Dolphins. The Vikings covered the normal spread, so we were super right there. Patriots Browns. Patriots easily covered the starter spread. That was good. Bucks Steelers. Bucks did not look good at all. They got beat, so we lost that one. That was our minus 340 one as well. It's so weird. The ones that you will get like the worst odds on sometimes are the ones that don't hit anyway. So, it is what it is. Ravens Giants. Giants straight up won, so super covered on that. Jaguars Colts covered by half a point. If you take the 2.5, you don't hit it. If you take 7.5, the Jaguars lost by 7. So that was perfect. Then we got Cowboys Eagles. Eagles won pretty easily. So minus 2.5 covered. The original would have covered as well, I think. So you wouldn't, if you took it all in a parlay, which I said not to do, you would have lost either way. Because multiple of these would not have hit the normal spread. But, you pick Vikings and the Ravens, or the Giants, or the Jaguars and the Patriots, right? Like, then that's where you get some money. So I'm super happy with that, 5 for 6. Last week we were 5 for 5. So that's amazing. 10 for 11 on our picks is awesome. Huge fan of that. We'll definitely have more coming along with one for tonight. Just, to see. I'll say if it's confident or not. If it's not confident and I'm just doing it to guess for fun, like, then, it doesn't go towards the record. But if I'm like, yeah, I think, the Broncos will cover this spread and I'm confident in that, then it will count towards the record. But yeah, so this was great. Super happy about that one. 2 weeks in a row of almost perfect. So that's great. Now we got this. So I'll just go over the player props that I'm picking tonight. Jerry Jeudy under 11.5 fantasy points. He hasn't been getting many targets at all. It would rather be forced to Sutton than go to Jeudy. So, there's one prop that I hit with Jeudy where I took the over, and it only hit because of overtime, like that stuff. Like, he's getting like 5 targets a game, right? That's not bad. But then he's catching 3 of them. One of them sure is like a deep bomb that goes for 40 yards sometimes. But then the other 2 are just like nothing really. And then he's just not getting the targets. So unless he gets in the end zone, that's the only way that I think he could hit this over under. And I don't think that will happen. I don't think that he will get in the end zone this game. And then Eckler over 4 receptions. He's been lighting it up in the running and passing game this last 2 weeks. So he could definitely come out there, 4 receptions. Even when he wasn't playing good, he was at least like tying this. So 5 receptions, definitely would think that would happen. Absolutely. Especially against this defense that has really good corners in that. Just dump it off to him really quick, and let him do what he does for Yak. Definitely, I'm really confident in these ones. So I'm feeling good there. So now we'll just hop right into the spread. I'm flying through this video right now. But next for the spread, it's Chargers and Broncos. I bet the Chargers are like -2.5. This is what I do. I guess before I actually go into the thing and look, because then if it's, actually Broncos -2.5, then I'll pick the Chargers usually, So let's see. Chargers -4.5. So that's quite a bit more there. Makes sense, they're in at the Chargers. 2 points to take, the Denver Broncos. I don't super love, especially because I'm taking one of their guys on the under. So this is going to be a just to guess one. I will take the Broncos, but that's not like a confident. That's just a, hey, do it for fun. If you're really confident in this game and you really think the Broncos are going to get theirs and you just want to hear that second opinion, right? Like that is who I would probably take, I guess. But we'll see exactly what happens. And then the over-under is 45.5. I'm going to say under that. That's part of the reason that I take the plus side is I think it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game both ways. So I'm not too concerned about anything happening there where one team blows out the other or anything. So this is what I'm probably going with tonight. I really liked my player props. Even though we had a 6-6 weekend, hopefully this can change that. And then, +4.5 Broncos is just taking it to take it. I wouldn't bet on it myself. Over 45.5. That one I'm more confident in the actual spread. But, still wouldn't just take that straight up, right? So I'm feeling decent there on those player props, though. So that's what I'm looking at. Had a good weekend on the actual game portion of it. 5 for 6. Absolutely going to take that anytime. And 6 for 6 for the player props. So hopefully we can hit both of these and we'll be, 6 and 6 for the player props, I meant to say. Hopefully then we'll be, 8 and 6. That would be much better, obviously. Anything positive, if you're hitting that over 50% range in betting, that's a good thing usually. And that's why I don't usually like to take things that are -110. Because let's say you take, the -110. They give you that for a reason. This I tried to explain a little bit in my last video. They give you the -110 spread. They could put the spread there that is just +100 straight up. But they don't want to do that. They want to do the one where they pay you back less or you give them the full thing, right? That's why I would like to go in and make it, +110, +100, or just plus something, right? Because then if you are winning 50% of the time, then you're like tied with yourself. If you take a bet that is +110 and you win 60% of the time, that's amazing. If you take, one that's plus 100 and you win, 50% of the time, at least you're tied. If you take minus 110 and you win 60% of the time, you're probably still about tied, right? Like, that's just how that works. You are losing 10% of your money, or you're losing 100% of your money, or gaining like 190% of your money. You know what I mean? So that's why they give it to you like that, and that's why I like to change those odds. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the things. Do whatever you guys want to do. But I'm feeling pretty good on this. We'll see how the game goes tonight. I already won both my fantasy leagues. I scored 150 something in one and 147 in the other. Highest scoring in both leagues this week. Very happy about that. But thanks anybody who watched. I hope the game goes good tonight. I hope these picks hit. Had a decent weekend overall. I will definitely take what we had. So thanks anybody who stopped by, and I will see you guys tomorrow to talk about these.